Morrissey Sports Talk, we in the building. Okay, one time for one time. And Boomer Esiason, former NFL quarterback, current NFL analyst, was critical of Matthew Stafford yesterday on 97.1 Point the Ticket with Mike Valenti. I link an article in the description if you missed what he said. He basically questioned Matthew Stafford's leadership, said he need to be more like Tom Brady and less like Eli Manning. Let's talk about Stafford's leadership. Let me say this, man. When you are 6-3,000 versus winning teams, you haven't won a playoff game, you haven't got it done. Maybe you don't have the running game, the organization sucks. Well, you chose to stick with the organization. Matthew Stafford, that was your choice, okay? You could have walked away, demanded a trade, not signed, did Kirk Cousins, played for 2 franchise tag and bounced, okay? You decided to stick with the organization, maybe because you were comfortable, or maybe you felt that you got the pull. So, I say that, as a safety net for people that want to say, well, he's the best we had and Lions haven't did this for him. He decided to stick here, okay? It's been a losing organization statistically and to the naked eye. And, do we want to see Matthew Stafford more fiery? Yeah. You've seen Peyton Manning lighting to people. You've seen Tom Brady lighting to people. You've seen Drew Brees get lighting to people. But is that a reason? Is that a reason to say the Lions haven't won? No. He want to see Stafford be more fiery. He want to see him, show more leadership. Okay, I don't know what he is like in the locker room. I don't know. I can't speak on his leadership qualities. Everything on the outside ain't necessarily what's going on the inside. Okay, and these guys want to sit here and paint a picture of him. I'm not going to question his leadership, because I don't know what goes on. So, I can't be that guy to question Matthew Stafford's leadership. That's just not what I'm going to do. Does it matter if he lied into people's butt or not? No, I don't think that has anything to do with wins and losses. Okay? I just can't just go and nitpick and say Matthew Stafford isn't a good quarterback or he ain't the leader. Like Matt Patricia said, I don't, we see him on a day-to-day basis. I'm blessed to have him. I think that was a little bit, cheesy. But he said what he had to say, okay? Exactly what he had to say. He said it, okay? I like Matthew Stafford as a quarterback. I think ultimately the Lions have failed him. Could he have been better some years in some games and in some drives? Yes, but it's just nitpicking right now. How about everybody stop criticizing the quarterback, which they had Charlie Batch, Andre Rison, Eric Kramer, Scott Mitchell, John Kigner, Mike McMahon, Drew Stanton. A number of quarterbacks, okay? We had in Detroit. A number of quarterbacks. All have basically been subjected to the same fate. How about they take this criticism upstairs? No matter the regime, no matter the quarterback, the running back, the coaches, whatever, the Lions have been losing. Why? The Lions have been losing because of the Fords. So nationally, how about we get the national press to put the heat on the Fords like they put the heat on James Dolan and the Knicks? Even though he still owns his team, he still does what he wants to. Okay, put the pressure on the Knicks. Don't put the pressure on Stafford. Because the Lions don't have the ruler, the king, the queen, Martha Stafford. He don't have the ownership to be successful. Could it be a case where Stafford say, shit, I got all this money here and no pressure and expectations. No matter, if I throw 50 touchdowns or 5 touchdowns, I'm going to get $100 million and I'm going to get a pass. The Lions fans still going to come out and watch me. The Lions fans still going to come out and mess with me. It could be a case of that. Because sometimes he might not just care. I don't think that's the case. But, it's no pressure here. It's no pressure. It's no expectation to win. The fans get excited every year, but I don't question his leadership qualities, okay? This is Tom Brady yell and do that on the sideline. For every Tom Brady, there's Drew Brees that sometimes yell, but he don't. Eli Manning, he's got the same poker face, but he got 2 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 Super Bowls. Same poker face. 2 Super Bowls. So that shit don't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. What matters is the media, needs to start pointing the finger at the forwards. The NFL needs a rule. If you don't have this many wins in this certain amount of time, you subjected to giving up your team. Seriously, that's what it should be. Or you go through a penalization chart, because what the Lions, the Knicks have been through from their ownership, what the Browns have been through from their former ownership. Come on, it's no fair that the Detroit fans have to suffer through what the Fords done. Question their leadership, not Matthew Stafford's leadership, because Matthew Stafford's character is unbreakable in Detroit. He survived shoulder injuries. He come here from an 0-16 team getting drafted here. He survived them putting half the piece of the puzzle together. He survived not having offensive line with sorry Jeff Backus and sorry Dominic Raiola as his center. He survived, plenty of things here, man. He survived each retarded coach that been here. He survived undisciplined teams. It's magical that this guy is still alive. It's magical that he want to have a heart to snap the ball and throw the ball behind this organization that ain't did shit but be shitty and signed a check to him and not gave him the tools to win. Won't question his character at all. Because 80% of quarterbacks that have been with Matthew Stafford, been through with the Lions, would have been done after the first contract. They would have been Sam Bradford out there. What if they got Sam Bradford? Sam Bradford would have been done. He'd have been somewhere selling insurance, man. Get out of here with this questioning his leadership, man. Question the leadership of management. Question the leadership of the owner of the Detroit Lions. Motor City Sports Talk. Y'all know what the business is. We're going to keep grinding and shine. We gone.